Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is the 26th of June, 2023. It is Mommy Milkers Monday. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by here, either live or on the replay. You could have been anywhere else on the internet, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. It was a very long and busy weekend, but nonetheless worthwhile. These are the weekends that I work so hard to complete. We had just got done our latest episode of MCW Pro Wrestling Presents Breakthrough live at the RJ Meyer Arena in Joppa, Maryland. We had an incredible show top to bottom, including a huge tag team extravaganza featuring Black Magic, Diego Cruz, and yours truly. Where the Lost Boys came out on top. That night, the best team won, and that team was us. So, look, I mean, if you want to run it back, I'm completely down for that. But until then, let's get into some housekeeping. Let's shout out all 230 followers to the channel. Not only have we met the 25 followers goal, we've exceeded it. And a huge shout out and thank you to all 16 subscribers to the channel. We have a 30 sub goal. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account and get 1 free month of your favorite streamer's channel. You can get access to such high-quality micro-niche content, emotes such as Shock Pikachu, Pain, Giga Chad, Good Game, Top Smug, Pathetic, Shinji Shan, and more. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. So, without getting into too much detail, I want to let everybody know that we have a huge amount of things coming up in the future. Starting tomorrow, I will be spearheading the very first MCW Pro Wrestling production class. That's going to be fun. We had a couple of people come through interested in the class. This will be my first forte into actually leading the charge when it comes to production. Myself and Ricky Owens, John, will be making this class happen, and hopefully that will increase our production values to the point where not only will we be featured on such streaming services as Pivot Share, Fight TV, and YouTube, but we plan on making our transfer over to a couple of other different streaming platforms. We're not going to get too lost in the weeds on there, but that is coming up on the horizon, so I can't wait for that. And it's going to be fun, man, because like this time 2 years ago, I had no idea how to do any of this stuff, and essentially I just went and figured it out. The only way to figure it out is by doing it, and here we all are. So look, it's been a hot day today, and I do want to show off my haircut because the only reason your boy gets fresh to death and done up is because of shows that are coming up. And over this past weekend, we had an incredible breakthrough show. Can't wait to do it all over again in Hollywood, Maryland, and Perryville, Maryland for MCW Pro Wrestling Presents Summer Slamboree. The Summer Slamboree tour will be a 1-2 punch, and I would highly recommend, especially for the Perryville show, to get your tickets well in advance. Visit mcwprowrestling.com for more ticket information. But enough of all that. What we came here to see is Final Fantasy 16. And yes, I am counter-programming Darkside Phil, who has made this game an absolute chore to watch. And so with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the game proper. Let's have ourselves some fun. All right, and welcome to the shit show, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I always have so much fun hanging out with y'all. Go ahead and find our Elgato audio. Monitor off and monitor output. There we go. Very nice. Jump right in. And of course, all of these things I will be teaching my new production class on how to make OBS work, because I definitely had a lot of experience. Right, let's pop off with that. Oh my goodness, the internet. You'll love to see it. All right, so when we last left our hero,
earlier. Didn't sound happy.
we needed to head over the SIDS. Let's do that.
What do you suppose it?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick.
Let's crack on. Ha. There's Jill. What's up?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Well, let me turn off this air conditioner first, because I can't hear shit. Much better. Now, it was especially hot and humid outside today in my little neck of the woods. Perfect swimming weather. Managed to do that twice today. Jumped in the pool twice today. Had myself a delicious Buffalo Wild Wings dinner. Now we're sitting and relaxing and playing some Final Fantasy 16 with y'all.
There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, DeMonte's in the house. How are you, my friend?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I hope you're having a magnificent Mommy Milkers Monday.
And we will.
Let's get DeMonte up on the board. I'm good too, but you know what though? You know what though?
The better competitor was tonight.
How come people be on? Hold up, listen to this.
In a very long time. And I'd say that match certainly lived up to SummerSlam's historic and prestigious past.
Sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
What was with all that discourse in the MCW Facebook page? You know what I mean? We're talking about, they were talking shit on Nikki Duke. There we go.
Here we go again.
Shadow! How are you, my friend?
And
This
the
sound
last
alert
of our
thing, right?
farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
There you go.
If there is a capital by then, the black...
Glad to hear that you're doing good. Hope you're having a magnificent Mommy Milkers Monday as well. Yep, this one dude was saying that she was the worst wrestler. Yeah, you don't say that kind of shit. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. That's some real shit.
Your radiance?
Look at this guy.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
I'm not gonna name names, but I found out about it like this morning. Yeah, yep, that was the big hot topic on the in the MCW verse.
Those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house.
Damn.
And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our
I'm glad I'm the guy to say
dominion.
stuff like that. Yes. Yes.
This is the will of great
You are a
Cooper.
representative of this fine community, and this community is well above that. I'll never say stuff like that because I was raised right. DeMonte spitting facts here. Put your vest on, DeMonte shooting.
will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
I haven't paid attention to anything that these guys were saying or doing.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That
I mean, it's got the pimp
Tell him
cane.
instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
The dominant of Bahamut. It rhymes.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remain.
Where the rats at?
But where was it all gone? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self.
Ladies and gentlemen and everybody in between for the cars and the ha. How are you, my friend?
All
There
right,
he is.
listen.
I want everybody to show Prolokar the same love and support that you've been showing me. He will be streaming at 9:30. We will be restreaming it.
And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy.
He will be playing Deadly Alliance Mortal Kombat on Mortal Kombat Monday.
They're 1%. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift.
Big plot stuff going on here. So let's throw Prolokar up on the board so he doesn't get spoiled.
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Ah, some more Final Fantasy.
To whom, exactly?
I hope you're enjoying Final Fantasy 16 as much as I am.
The gods themselves?
It's still not enough to stop him.
So now you want to do something about
Ah, damn it!
And what?
Fuck!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Oh.
God damn
I
it!
didn't say that.
That is a rough. That is a rough boss fight.
But if we continue down this path,
Good content, really.
there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one,
Ooh.
what say you? Are you with me?
Ready to fight the power.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
We both stabbed the shit out this crystal.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into?
Oh.
I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
New items are now at Sharon's Toll. Okay. New crafting recipe is available at the Black Hammer. Okay.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Wait, yo, brave. All right.
Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Let's get some side quest action.
Where are you, Randall?
Guess I'm gonna have to go find Randall.
Everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then
Past tense.
I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon.
Traipsing hither and yarn. I'm gonna use that in regular ass conversation. I'll do what I can.
I'll do what I can.
The Nikki Duke post situation reminds me of the Dana Brooks situation.
You
True.
your friend?
Hold on a second. You had something written above, but I didn't say it. Hold on. I was like, we can't say stuff like that because it may be their first match. It's something, and I've been a wrestling fan for too long to know that there are always rooms for improvement. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. If anybody has the balls to say shit like that to anybody that's a professional wrestler, they need to go in that ring and fall a couple times on that mat themselves. Then they could see how. Then they can see. And I mean, even seasoned veterans, when they go out there, any little thing could get them hurt.
Wanted to send a message.
And it takes years and hours of practice. And then the nerves when you get out there in front of a whole bunch of people. And a whole bunch of people that are, unfortunately, you know, acting the way that they do.
Didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for?
Good for nothing.
Nothing.
Now, it is storming outside, so if I manage to get cut off, that is the reason why. The lights have been blinking.
Meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost?
A letter?
It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No.
Streaming yourself? Yes, sir.
Sid.
Another epic 6-hour stream. Let's see what the boy's up to. Yes, sir. By the way, you need to fix your raid settings. I can't raid you. I tried to do it the other day.
Tell me where to look.
It still says you will not allow raids.
Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry.
And Diego won your tag match from the stream. Hell yeah. As they should have.
I'm sure he doesn't.
We're just winning. We're just catching W's all over the place.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Sambrek, okay. Sambrek. See what's up with the blacksmith. What's up?
Can't you see I'm busy here? So, what'll it be?
Ooh, Flame Tongue looks good. Stormcry. We'll be having that.
No scratches, all right?
Thank you.
Anything else? Make it quick.
Oh, I can't sell
You know
stuff.
where to find me.
Ah.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oh, she knows.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Ha. Lionheart Tonic. It is said that one's own limits are made to be broken, but that doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such improbable feats are not only possible, but readily within reach, this tonic being one of them. Gradually refills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Phone died, but hi. Gotta go. Alright, Prolocar. We will be joining you later tonight on stream. It is Mortal Kombat Monday. Look at the boy.
Triton's throne. Here we go.
From humble beginnings.
Donald with his octopussy just chilling right there. You're just gonna have that hanging out for me, just waiting for me when I come back.
Wow.
Put a shirt on! Both of you. You're alright. You can leave your shirt off. Wait, never mind. Scratch
Hold
that.
up.
But she's 16.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have
Cakes
seen
and
more than
pies.
double the usual
All you
traffic.
know, hugs and
If you
kisses,
ask me,
X's and
something
O's.
foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
And what do you want?
I'm trying to sell my
If you're
shit.
gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Recipes.
Come
Okay.
again. Or
Yeah.
don't. I'm not
Let's go to the Fat Chocobo.
bothered either way.
That's right. We need to update our boy.
He had so many uses.
And how might this old soul be of service? I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
I love it. I love it. The Continental Accord, an accord pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valestrian society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also put in place a universal calendar marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which puts magic users at a crippling disadvantage. The founder, fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of Demekis, not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens. The few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed the grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here, he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter, in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breaths for his hubris. But as his estate grew, and one building became two, and two, three, the people began to slow their steps. And it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it, and through his name was eventually forgotten. And though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Legend of the Founder, Moss the Comp.
You wish to study the tomes?
Woo! It is spicy out there. Let me just unplug my... just unplug in my laptop real quick. Fuck the PlayStation, right?
You dung had so many uses. Do you need any help?
Okay. Okay. Excuse me.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Hello. Okay.
More of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well ask around.
You there.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper.
Could it?
No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing. Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Alright, to the village then.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
I could have just teleported here. It's okay.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stinks got
Mope. Hold up. Oh, it's a dog. What the dog doing?
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and this.
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
You say all this is free? Hold on.
Good day.
Sun's setting fast.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say?
Randall.
The porter. Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
You know what? We petting the goddamn dog. Twitter said that only
After it.
you can pet the dog. Yes. Petting the dog. And that goddamn dog.
That'll feel good, boy.
Yes. 10 out of 10. Where do I need to go? Down here. Needs of the many. How? Figure
Can
it
I have
out.
another cup, Daddy?
There'll be none left for me.
You are but a child. You shall not have a cup. Have some milk. You're cut off, kid. Uh-oh. Us smokers around here.
Hanged man now, are we? You know what that means?
I don't.
It means that if you ever cross Master Quintin, you'll be doubly sorry.
Man, that's a cool story and all, but I kind of don't care. There we go. Come on, Yoshi P. Release a patch for the 60 frames per second in the field. Comrade.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us.
One of us.
Never
One
attacked.
of us.
Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quintin what happened.
Heal some things. Let's go. Beastman. Grab some cheeks.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Stay down!
It's over.
My wounds, boy!
Thank you, Jill.
A little help!
Whoops. I forgot you can parry.
That's better.
Oh boy. Really thundering out there. There we go. Built up that multiplier. Yes.
Don't let them get away. Not this time. Not this time. My wounds, boy.
Oh, that was fast. There it is, boys. Very little rhyme and even less reason went into the creation of this ghastly neck ornament, the bone strung along its crude twine, most likely belonging to those unfortunate enough to meet its maker. Nice. Oops. Good dog.
Fetch.
Yeah, good dog. Uh-oh, man's dead.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
F in the chat for this guy. We're gonna run back, see if there's any mobs.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
Yeah, that's right.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Alright. So in the raid setting, I click on allow raids from channel, so I think you should be able to raid my video. There we go. Okay. I mean, you said that last time. But yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's because, I don't know, my channel has the... Oh, and by the way, your chat also has emote-only mode going on, so I keep trying to say, what's up? But it's in emote mode only. Did you do that on purpose? I mean, it's your channel. You can do whatever you want to do with it. I just want you to know.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway, and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter.
Daughter?
She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
You try to make Sid sweet on me? Alright, we did all the side quests. Yes.
There's a commotion in the main hall. This time. Wanted to send a message.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment.
Better?
Seems the hiding the Royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like
Make sure that extension cord is unplugged.
back alleys of Oriflamme.
Period. I would go outside to do it, but it's pouring down rain.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This.
Let me just hand you this thing off camera.
No, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
A woman. Right.
Looking for a woman.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Alliant? How do you say that? Alliant reports. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports were complied by. The Cursebreakers contain information on quests currently available across Valestria. Okay.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service.
Goat.
Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
There's a character...
You could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
There's a character named Gout in the game, and this character snorts. Who's that remind you of? Who?
Me?
I do what Otto tells me. Suppose you can say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out into the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
The way I see it.
I owe him. And so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
What'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no surer way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny. Okay.
Here you go.
Finding new quests. Use Gout's Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Valestria, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Welcoming committee. Let's go.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That's why I came here, baby.
It depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me.
I'll
Tell them
do.
they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Alright. Thought we were going to go kill things, but instead we're just fetching glasses of water.
But how did the grocer know his
And
daughter
some
had been
food.
stealing up-
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
Damn.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
Damn, she
That's
just
really
turned
all
it
it
on.
takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all.
Master
And
Quinton's
Master
got a
Quinton
cult thing
commands that
going
none
on.
of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Beggars can't be choosers, right? Right?
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly.
And his name is John C.
Holy shit, DeMonte. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Tight.
Goddamn right.
Thank you for cashing in that John Cena channel points.
Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
Believe that.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Double M, double T, double E.
happens to us now?
Let's get some more side quests. Excuse me.
Master Quentin. I want no trouble.
Spit it out.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of
You
Master
disabled the
Quentin's,
emoji only?
then perhaps
Right
you'll
on.
help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quentin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you
Still
put it
trying to get
use
used
for
to
a
the
combat
Twitch
in
settings.
need?
No problem. That's the main reason I'm having my MCW production class. We can learn how to do all these things.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Let's see. Doing some fast traveling.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Let's get the sparkly up here too. Don't think I didn't see you. Oh. Bring them down to my level, or I can jump up and bring them up to my level. One, two.
Keep your distance, boy.
I'm sorry, what? Good job.
Looks like that was the last of them. We better let Quentin's man know.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Those those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
I killed the shit out of him.
Thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Right. All right. Let's go to the Hanged Man. See if there's any more side quests.
Sun's setting fast.
All right. Where's the guy that can do the? I guess it's not here. It's actually here. Yes. Chicken.
Done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
What would the warrior of like
there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
You're gonna die, friends.
Get him, lads. I want that blade. Let's get this over with.
Easy.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
Of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Uh-oh.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Me.
You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
That's right.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Alright. I guess we've done all that we could do.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drakeshead is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Nearby quests, I like this. Nice.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this day? He finds me.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up?
I feel like this isn't the right way. But this is the way to that dude. Nah. We're not doing that. Feel like, why didn't it take me there? It don't matter. Beautiful.
There. Northreach. The soldiers used to speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Hey, brothel action. Let's go. We're going to the Honeybee Inn.
A moment. I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway.
Ooh.
Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Going for it. Shoot your shot.
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele.
Clientele. Weird.
You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
We're trying to get holy. Let's
The
go.
guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested.
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely.
Oh, Isabel's a freak.
But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Isabel's like, you know I'm coming for it. Alright, we're mature adults here. Let's check out this merchant first.
And what can I do for you?
Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need any of this.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, you were kind of useless, so...
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
Oh.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why my new escort? The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame.
Bitch, you're
Get
lucky.
out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Where's Jill in all? Oh, we're all separated. That's right.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Yes, let's let Clive investigate the brothel.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Moon and stars.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours.
Oh, she wants it.
Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
The Dabe. Excuse me.
I should probably start here.
Wait a minute, there's side quests. Let's get these green.
Excuse me, you... I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames?
Bitch, I might be.
Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly
It's
advise.
cocaine. It's cocaine. It's cocaine.
The markets are overflowing.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer, Branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
Damn, they hate
I'm just
me.
passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Oh, properly. Fine.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
Yeah, I'm gonna
If
fuck
that's
you up.
what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
I'm gonna clap this fool. Hold on.
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Branded.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
It's over.
Damn.
Alright. So you know one end of a blade from the other. Enough. I yield.
So I think about your yield. Always mad.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the Dane's favour anyway.
I know when to hold my tongue at the start.
Got potential. I'll give you that.
You're gonna give me this.
That's enough. I'll be damned.
Soldier's bestie. Okay, okay.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a branded.
Lots of side quests
the bones
here.
fell favourably to the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About
Clive is done with everybody's shit. I love it.
About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
I mean, where's the lie?
But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
We are a friend of the people.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well. I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
What an asshole.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend. And what of your own hurts? They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Man, sad and hungry.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Yes.
That bastard!
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Ooh.
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, to that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
I'm a friend of the people. Ooh, no, we're not talking to her yet. We're doing side quests.
No one's allowed through the gate.
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
You say these are all from Dalmekia? There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
Damn.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue.
I mean...
Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains.
Clapped, hold up.
Take it and get out of my sight.
Hold him.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Are you gonna buy something
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
What a bitch.
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Clive is putting his thinking cap on.
That's the day done then. Drinks.
Did one of them get us?
Ah, you have returned. I believe these are yours.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals. Such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
The want beyond the wall. Alright, we got some side quests done. We're going to drop into the system or save. We're going to kick it over to Pro Locar stream, so do join me in a moment. Alright, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to set a little marker. We're going to put this guy... It's the boy! Fire!
Hi, and welcome to the Pro Locar live stream. It is Mortal Monday here on June 26, 2023. Demonte, hello. Steven, hello. I hope you guys are ready to get into the 3D world, the 3D era of Mortal Kombat. I'm going to tell you, this is not for the weak of heart, let me tell you, because, the 3D era of Mortal Kombat officially begins with the Deadly Alliance, which there are a lot of opinions on the 3D era of Mortal Kombat. Now, this is during the time when Mortal Kombat was really not cool anymore. Thank you for the toasty. It really wasn't cool anymore. I think after a big flop at the box office with Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I think with Mortal Kombat 4 being not that good, as I said last week. And also, there were 2 failed TV shows. One a cartoon, one a live action. Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm and Mortal Kombat Conquest, I think it was called. Yeah, it's called Conquest. It wasn't really all that cool. Ah! Hi, Mealy. But it wasn't really all that cool to be a fan of Mortal Kombat in the year of our Lord 2002. 21 years ago now, this game came out.
Wow, 21
And I gotta tell you, I think that the 3D era gets a bad rap, but I also think that the 3D era has a lot of well-deserved hate, which we'll get into. Because during the 3D era of Mortal Kombat, they introduced some really crazy new characters, right? They had some returning characters that was good. They really massacred my boy Reptile. This is the worst version of Reptile ever. And
look at how they massacred
they
my
introduced
boy.
some weird things. They introduced the vampire lady. They introduced a man made out of nothing but meat. They introduced a man in a mocap outfit because it's funny. Because it's all a joke now. You didn't have us all invested. You didn't have all of us 90s kids invested in your product and then just kind of make fun of us by throwing this really stupid fucking shit in our faces. So that's
yeah, insult our
really
intelligence,
kind of
please.
hurt me. But I'll tell you this though, Deadly Alliance kind of started the new era for the 3D era, and Deadly Alliance is not my favorite. It's not the worst, but it's not my favorite. Mortal Kombat Deception's the best one in the 3D era, which is going to be next week.
True.
But this we're going to be talking about Deadly Alliance. They tried to do some new shit. It did have a cool fighting game, 3D fighting game feel to it, but it wasn't the best. And I really don't have a commercial for it. You know, I didn't really prepare for a commercial for it. But I guess, you know what? Let's maybe we should kick over to that, right? Here, we'll be right back. We'll go ahead and start with I'll find a Deadly Alliance commercial.
Did they have a Deadly Alliance commercial? That I would like to see. Enthralling, I know. I'm actually playing Diablo as the boy is fumbling about.
All right, are we good? Are we good now?
We're good. We're good.
Maybe we should check this out over here, right? So, let's see here. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever even seen a Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Maybe they played it during like Monday Night Raw.
Airing, to be honest,
back in the day.
Well, let's see if we can change that, right? Oh God. Deadly Alliance Target commercial. Well, we gotta check this out, right?
Get into the game with Mortal Kombat for all platforms, available now at Target. This game rated M for mature audiences.
All right, well, that's officially the first Deadly Alliance commercial that I can remember seeing, and I think we all saw it live together, right? Right? Jesus Christ. Let's check out the official. Let's see here. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance full live action commercial. This might be the one. So you go for the business handshake. And you just go killing each other. Oh, ew, God, ew. Ew. Definitely a pre-pandemic world. Ew, gross.
It's so weird.
All right. It's in us all, isn't it not? It's in us all. It's in us all. Oh, we're gonna just avoid that TOS, right? That copyright strike that's pending from YouTube. So all right. So how about this? There's not much to get into with Deadly Alliance in terms of my time with it, because when it first came out, this was when I was not into it. I didn't get pulled back into Mortal Kombat until Mortal Kombat Deception. And yeah, see, I've never seen that either. It's so weird. But Mortal Kombat Deception, we're going to have a lot more to say about that. But Deadly Alliance, I feel like we should just go ahead and get into it. So here we go. I got my PS2 memory card. Put that in there. I got my... I just remember you rented the game and had company over. Yeah. Here it is right here. Straight from GameStop. Yeah, because I didn't actually have the full thing. So here it is. And what do you say we kind of get into it, right? Let's do this, huh? Here we go.
The nostalgia.
Yes. Let's launch into the PS2. You know, hey, while we're here, just for some shits and giggles, and shits.
That's so cool.
Oh, my browser. The sweet sounds of PS2. Yes. Let's see. Ooh, we got Mortal Kombat Deception. I still have 2,882 kilobytes free.
Is that a lot?
This over. Hold on there, Elgato. Hold on there, Elgato. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. GTA Vice City Stories. I was playing that. Yeah. San Andreas. Shaolin Monks.
Yes.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4. X-Men Legends 2. Oh, my God. Vice City. Resident Evil 4. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Got a lot to say about that. Deadly Alliance. Yep, there we are. Twisted Metal Black. Oh, my God. Twisted Metal Black.
Yes. Twisted
Burnout
Metal Black.
3. X-Men Legends. X-Men Legends. Played a lot of X-Men Legends. Good game. One of the only games to get a multi-tap for. Metal Gear Solid 3 save game did it, yes. Let's delete all of it now. There we go. And yes, I had to pick up an Amazon cheap knockoff PS2 controller. I did have the green one. I don't know where any of my controllers are. But now let's get into it. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance took a different turn, and honestly, it gets a bad rap. The story is good. Honestly, the story of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is good. It's not bad. It's not great.
I couldn't tell you what that story was,
but it definitely has a lot of potential. This is actually the era of Mortal Kombat that I think that they were doing something good with the story, and I wanted to see it move on. Armageddon kind of fucked it all up, but still, Deadly Alliance and Deception did do some stuff. All right. Let's press that start button. Oh, we gotta get cozy for this one.
Mortal Kombat has always been and always will be. For millennia, the forces of good and evil have been locked in eternal battle over the control of Earthrealm. Some seek to use the tournament to destroy all that is good. Others seek vengeance, power, or eternal life. Time after time, each individual threat has been vanquished, and Earthrealm has enjoyed relative peace for many years. But there is concern that Earth is once again in peril. And this time, the threat of evil has two faces. It is now known that the sorcerer Quan Chi has escaped from the Netherrealm. Since his escape, Quan Chi has unlocked the secret of the ancient runestone, discovered the ancient undefeatable army of the long-forgotten Dragon King, and most disturbing of all,
that frame rate.
An alliance with one of our deadliest enemies, Shang Tsung. With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two beings who could prevent their total domination of the two realms. The first was the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn. In a false show of allegiance, they sprung their attack. They then traveled to Earthrealm by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. It has been Shang
That
Tsung's
smug ass
desire
face.
to consume the soul of Earthrealm's greatest warrior. With Quan Chi's assistance, he achieved this goal. Liu Kang is dead. They have since returned to Outworld and are using the souls of
in the chat for Liu
to
Kang.
resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they will have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm. They will be unstoppable. I can no longer stand idly by and watch this evil consume the world. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this deadly alliance.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
He also said that he was an Elder God, which Raiden was never technically an Elder God, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe NetherRealm changed that. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, that was kind of crazy, right? Liu Kang's dead. He's like the golden boy, and now he's done. Completely fucking done. And now we're all that's left to stop the deadly ass alliance. So let's see if we can do that. Also, I'm pretty sure that in the there we go. Still remember my my code. But I'm pretty sure that in the first in Mortal Kombat 4, I think every ending is canon, because Scorpion takes Quan Chi to the Netherrealm, and then Quan Chi breaks out. So who knows? Oh my gosh, the crypt options. Check out some content. Have some good content on here, right? Check out the characters, man. Gotta check out the characters. We'll do a tower. I don't know who we're gonna do a tower as. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at all of the. Oh my god. This is a 21-year-old game.
Oh
After
my
receiving
god.
information from Agent Kenshi about a new threat. By the way, this is the first game. No, you know what? Fuck this info. This is the first game that introduces Kenshi, who is being featured very prominently in all the gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 for a reason. Kenshi is awesome. One of the very few characters from the 3D era that transcended from the 3D era, the garbage of the 3D era, into the modern day. Kenshi's awesome.
Kenshi's my main. One of my main.
And also, this is the first Mortal Kombat game that they released 100% for home consoles. Not at all in arcades. It did not have an arcade port. Nothing in the 3D era had an arcade port. Kenshi, hey, what's going on, Monkey Funk? Yeah, Kenshi is GOAT. He is really awesome. I think he really shined in Deception. And then when Mortal Kombat 9 came out, it's all over. 9X, I'm kind of pissed he wasn't in 11. I'm glad he's back in 1. Nitara, a cool concept. She made it into the movie, but Kano's back. Princess Katana. Cyrax is back. I always
Cyrax,
love Cyrax.
my boy got arrested.
3D Air had no arcade. No, 3D Air had absolutely no arcade ports. 4 was the last of the arcades. I would have loved it if they, for 9X or 11, made an arcade port or something, maybe. Johnny Cage with the 007 shit. This is the
Johnny
first game
Cage
that
not
had
afraid to
Frost, which everyone hated Frost. I didn't like Frost. You didn't like Frost. Nobody liked Frost. But here's the thing.
I have a
everybody liked
weakness for
Cyber Sub-Zero.
Females with
and they
short
said,
pixie
"Hey,
cuts."
how do we make Frost awesome? Let's just make Frost into Cyber Sub-Zero." And Frost is actually a lot better that way. Raiden, yeah, this is when Raiden started having that more dapper look of like, yeah, look at me, man. I'm a fucking buff, sexy motherfucker with gray hair.
Hold up.
Yeah, Prince Katana. This was probably the worst thing. This is probably the worst thing. I think this is probably like... I think this right here is probably worse than like... It's pretty fucking bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Come on, man. He went from a ninja to a full-on lizard man. I understand he's gonna have some reptilian features, right? But come the fuck on, man. Fucking stupid. Worst fucking design. Got a cage back. Shang Tsung. This is actually kind of cool because this is Shang Tsung's alternate outfit, but this is from the Mortal Kombat 1 comic. This is actually how he looked in the Mortal Kombat 1 comic, and that's actually kind of cool. They gave him this this cool retro throwback shit. The little kid in me loves this reptile. I'd say, and that's the thing though, man. If this is your first Mortal Kombat coming in, of course you're going to be attached. My first Mortal Kombat was the first Mortal Kombat, so of course I'm going to be attached to the way he looks as a human. Look, like what you like, but that was weird.
Like what you like, even when you're wrong.
In fact, you know, I'm gonna just this is right here. Su Hao, the worst character in Mortal Kombat history, right? But I'd actually beg differ. I actually think that Su Hao at least is a new character. I would say Jarrek's worse than Su Hao because Jarrek is literally Kano. There was no reason to not have Kano in Mortal Kombat 4. Jarrek does not even need to exist at all. Su Hao, at least, I'd say he's number 2 worst. I don't know. He's definitely up there though. He's fucking terrible. First game is Bo Raicho, the master of Liu Kang. Kenshi, we already talked about him. Awesome. Movado, again, why didn't you just have Cabal come back? Movado, I feel like I mean, his alternate outfit's better than his original outfit, right?
It has potential to be cool, but
Movado, you know, whatever. I don't know. Jax, Sonya, Draman, again, another character that's like just... I know they were trying to make some new shit, but Draman's another one where I do not see him coming back. They can have Nitara come back. I can see a path for Nitara to come back because she's cool vampire lady. It's really hard to fuck that up, you know. Movado, I can kind of see him coming back. Su Hao, no. They might... Actually, no. There is a way for Su Hao to come back if they just acknowledge how much of a joke he is, which they did in 11. I mean, they had Aaron Black come out with him in a fucking duffel bag and his head flies out. So maybe Su Hao might come back. Draman again. Dude. Oh, yeah. Kenshi's alternate outfit where he... Like, come on, that's your boy.
That's for you.
Boy. Kenshi. My God. Yeah, I didn't unlock everything in my playthrough. I really played this after playing Deception. I went back to play this. I like Deception so much I wanted to know how it all started. We got endings, arenas, some concept art. Ooh. We would play this, but we're not allowed to. But yes, there is a music video by Adama.
What?
Let's see here. Making
I'll watch that off
Oh my God. Let's check out some of this shit, huh? What you are about to see was filmed over a period of 15 hours. Oh, Jesus. How long is this? It is one single day in the making of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Yeah, I can kick back, right? Check this shit out. Midway Amusement Games. I don't know. Is this TOS? It's on a game. It's on a game disc. I own this game. Streaming it. Check out that Street Sweeper. Mortal Kombat.
It's transformative content. I think you'll be good. I hope you're good.
Is that Ed Boon showing?
Mortal Kombat starts with me trying to get in as early as possible.
Let's turn
Most
this
of
up.
the other guys in the team work late into the night. And in the morning, I can get a few uninterrupted hours to program in the characters' moves and plan things out for the rest of the day.
God, Ed Boon's so young here.
Throws it, sticks in the other guy's face. Then he kind of staggers it for a little while. Falls back on his back. Buddies are twitching. And Kung Lao comes there and he lifts his foot up, steps on the guy's stomach, the hat flies up, he grabs it, and goes into like a cool pose.
Dead ass
starting at about
pose.
9 or 10, most of the others start pouring in. And from that point on,
For real,
the
dead
insanity
ass.
begins.
Oh, Steve? Hey. What's going on?
Cyrex Fatality, 9:07 a.m.
I like that. I finished the Shang Tsung. Whatever.
God, I hope the robots come back in the next game as fully
Yes,
fleshed
bring
out
back
playable
the robots,
characters.
coward.
I love the robots.
My main role on the team is
Cyrex is the best.
background design. You have the very
To play as.
European Gothic flying
I do like
butchers
Sector.
and the
You gotta
very
leave me and my
Asian,
family the fuck alone.
Tower top. I made this single element, which I'm going to repeat. Right now, you can see I've got textures on the model.
Cyrex was the best to play as. I loved the bombs. I loved the net. In Mortal Kombat 9, he was awesome. In Mortal Kombat 3, he was awesome. But I always liked Sector more just because he is more of the... Sector's backstory is that he's the only human that did not need to be reprogrammed because he naturally just wanted to do all the robot shit anyway.
The Psy, of course, you gotta have the Psy.
I know, they gave him those like badass human forms and then
More
just...
laying around everywhere else.
Welcome to Vogelland, where I'm doing Shang Tsung's Fatality. I guess each time he hits, like, I think souls come out. You know, and go into Shang Tsung each time, or each time they go up in the air. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work. I just know what I have to do animation-wise. And Ed's going to...
So this is the thing.
Okay, now the souls come out.
Is Frost technically a cyberlinque? She is, right? She's a cyborg ninja. But it feels like she's not, right? I feel like you'd have to have the full face mask or whatever, but maybe I'm just splitting hairs here.
It's Westworld. It's Westworld. I don't know what to tell you. There we go.
Cyrex is gonna
Yep, it's Mortal Kombat Mondays. He's now doing Deadly Alliance, which is the 3D game that I came back to Mortal Kombat from. For.
Right?
I do a lot of the, whatever effects.
Get
But
you
I
up on the
really did
board.
like Frost as a cyberlinque. I think that's the
no
best
no
way to
problem.
make her fun again, and Frost is really fun to play in 11.
You get 2 in 1 here.
She's got the most. She's got the best anti-air with her down 3. So easy to do. Yeah, Frost is bae. Oh yeah, Frost is great.
This is the acid bath. This is a concept drawing, and basically.
Deadly Alliance didn't do much for me. Deception's where I really got back in Mortal Kombat.
See, you
Same.
can kind of see it, right? Like
Same.
that's the reason why I love these games growing up as a kid. You can see that there's a lot of real effort put into these ideas. Like every time I go through the crypt, when I go through all the stuff they did, their concept art, all that stuff. It's one of the reasons why I loved to draw when I was a kid, and I still love to draw now. The idea of like, let's make a guy that's made out of, I don't know, bugs, whatever, fuck it, just draw it and see if it works, and it doesn't, and they just throw that into the games. Later becomes Devora, you know what I mean? I love all that shit.
On the first Mortal Kombat in 1991. Mortal Kombat 1
And the 3D era is not
two artists and a
terrible. A lot of people like to say that the 3D era is bad. I jokingly will say the 3D era is like garbage, but there's just a lot of bad spots in it. There's a lot of
Comparatively,
good.
the 3D
The story
the 3D
in the
was
3D era,
bad.
I still think is a great concept. I just don't think that they.
A lot of what I do.
I think they just needed to have someone coming in and saying no a little more, right? Yeah, like George Lucas with the prequels. Like someone needed to come in and say, "Hey, okay,
There's a lot of
this good, this maybe not so much. Let's just tighten it up."
So do you want? I mean, Tony said he thinks he could probably do all the characters in a day or two with 4 levels of damage. But
Really?
yeah, just doing basics.
You think you could do all characters in a day or two?
I bet you I could.
Oh,
I would make
cut
a,
and pasting?
yeah, I cut and
Oh,
paste
okay.
same scars and stuff. Doing a damage test. I did a.
God.
Tried doing a beat up version of Sub-Zero and Lee May.
Man, when you like play out all this stuff, like I've done like a lot of mods on PC for character models and sprites. It's so crazy how in this era it was like just a flattened face.
It's like a new texture map for Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the levels of the city air, to be honest. Some are goofy, like the island that changed. That one was okay though. But that one was that one was kind of eh.
I
Actually,
like
no.
that
You know what? No.
stage.
Yin Yang Island. Did not like it. Didn't like Yin Yang Island. Nope.
Oh, you loved Yin Yang Island.
Your Sonya's clean face.
That was an awesome stage.
Just a few bruises and cuts.
Yeah, I
Flanders.
think in Deception, one of my favorite
I imagine,
levels,
is the level
even
you're
though it
gonna
was
see the
such
most in
garbage dog shit, but one of my favorite levels in Deception was that big crumbling cliff.
Looks good.
Because like this isn't even about how good you can play the game. If I can just get you close enough and push you off the fucking edge, that's great.
Yeah.
You want lunch there?
Let's go get Tony or something.
Oh come on, man! They're really gonna.
Oh, hello.
That's mean.
Good.
Hoagie's good.
You got a guy who has to tuck his shirt in, and he's got a
Ladies
bit of a
and
muscle
gentlemen,
top, and
it's
you're gonna
the
lead
heart
into
of
the footage of him saying,
MCW.
I need to eat.
Fresh out the
It's really
shower
shitty.
with a
Come on,
milkshake in
man.
hand.
My heart goes
MC
out because I can't do
that pretty face of yours.
That's even the closest one.
And with that being said, there's a real life female in the room, so I will be bidding everybody on the internet adieu. Give our buddy Pro Locar
There you go.
raid. Be sure to show him the same love and support that you've been showing me as he continues on his Mortal Kombat Mondays. Deadly Alliance this week. Next week is what I'm really looking forward to. Deception. That was the Mortal Kombat game that brought me back into the fold. So until next time, guys, be sure to get the fuck out of my...